Hello and welcome to another episode of Happy Hour with Hockett. I am your host, Anna Hockett, and we have a special guest today from Basil and Barley Pizzeria, and I can't wait to get into that because I'm so hungry right now and it's just going to make me more and more starving. But before we get into that and talk to Roberto, I have to give my weekly plug to the Colorado Springs Rising Professionals, which is a group to join whether you have been in Colorado Springs for a long time or are brand new to Colorado Springs. The great thing about the Rising Professionals is it's a great place to meet others if that's what you're looking for as far as networking opportunities, or it's a great way to get connected with other organizations that you might want to use for networking opportunities, or just to be involved with, whether it's a nonprofit, a local business, a charity, or lots of local business owners as well. So huge thanks as usual to the Colorado Springs Rising Professionals, or CSRP. And let's get right into it. So today I have the owner of Basil and Barley Pizzeria. This is Roberto, and I will try to pronounce his last name, but it will come out completely wrong. And it's Calcagno. That's not right.
Oh,
Completely butchered it. So Roberto, I'll let you introduce yourself a little bit, and then people will realize very quickly that you were not born and raised here in Colorado Springs, but you are a true treasure. So without further ado, welcome, Roberto.
Anna, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about where you're from. Obviously, people will catch your accent right away.
Definitely, that's the first thing that people got from me. I'm originally from Italy, from Genova, actually, near Le Cinque Terre in the northwest of Italy. I lived in Italy most of my life between Genova, Savona, and Naples. And then the last 5 years of my life before moving here, I lived in England, in Manchester, where I first opened my first restaurant that I own. And then I moved here. It was November 2017 when I started this venture to open Basil and Barley. It took almost a year to get everything ready, all the permits, all the works done inside. And we opened in August 2018.
Wow, that's incredible. So we like to start each one of these shows, since it's happy hour, with a little beverage. I have a local beverage. I have a little bit of club soda mixed with this Pikes Peak lemonade margarita mix, which is excellent. I think we're going to have these guys on the show at some point. So it's made here in Colorado Springs, so I have to share that with everybody. And then what do you have, Roberto?
I think tequila sunrise in here. We have actually expanded our bar menu now recently, since we just opened back after all the virus. So we have like a full bar. We put an extra TV on our bar, extra seating, and like new cocktails and new liquors as well.
Wonderful. Well, I will do a virtual cheers with you.
Yeah. Yes.
Cheers, everybody. Well, that's excellent. So you were in Italy and then you moved to London. Manchester. Why Colorado Springs?
Colorado Springs, after Manchester, it's definitely a massive change, because from like 360 days of rain, I moved to 360 days a year of actual sunshine.
Right.
I was honestly tired of rain. It really changed like the mood of people. I tested that on my skin. I love the air. I love the mountains, the weather, the people. So that is why mostly.
So did you just try to find where somewhere is where there's a lot of sunshine?
Well, we travel like in the United States really, really a lot in my life. So I went here, I think it was like about 10 years ago, just on vacation, you know. I went like to East Coast, West Coast, like North, South United States, like basically everywhere. And when I decided to move here, like to live here, was basically sort of natural come here to Colorado.
That's wonderful. So I'm not from here originally. If people have watched the show other times, so I'm from Wisconsin originally, but I was in Chicago, downtown Chicago, for 10 years before I moved here. So it was a huge change. But I would imagine that part of the reason when I decided to move here, one of the huge reasons was because of the sunshine as well. With that rain and the gray, it just doesn't agree with me.
It doesn't like to have like the mood, you know, like I said, the mood and the attitude as well that you can have.
Absolutely. Well, you came here and it took about a year to set up the restaurant, and you had a restaurant as well in Manchester. What was that process like when you moved here?
The process was honestly pretty straightforward. I noticed like a lot of big differences between Italy and England about like culture, regulations, and laws. But from England, honestly, to here, I didn't notice honestly big of a difference. Of course, different laws. I can say they're more strict like in Europe in terms of hygiene or of health regulations. They're stricter in Europe. So I still remember the first time that I met here with the health officer. She was incredibly happy about all my procedures in terms of like food preps, labeling, cleaning, because I'm used to Europe. So that is why, I didn't have honestly problem in here.
That's wonderful. That's really good to hear. So what did you, when you decided to move to Colorado Springs, did you know that you were going to open this restaurant and the location of it, or did you kind of move here first? And what is your family like?
So I moved here first alone. I was looking actually first first in Denver. I didn't get like a proper feeling that honestly I wanted to live here. So that's why, I started like traveling a little bit more in Colorado. I fell in love definitely on the interstate in Monument. You can see like the Pikes Peak on your right. I fell in love, and I still remember my first feeling when I saw it. And I was like, okay, let's get roots here. Let's find a good spot here in Colorado Springs. Then I met an amazing lady that introduced me to this new development, Briargate. And here I am, I guess.
That's wonderful. And is that your wife that, is that who you met once?
My wife, she is American. I actually met her here. I moved here with my parents, which my dad actually helped us here at the restaurant. He's our pastry chef. He does every single pastries every day. You can believe it. He's 76 years old and he's here 5 a.m. He actually just left now. I don't know if you saw me waving my hand. He was him leaving since 5 a.m. this morning, getting ready for like the weekend service. Friday, Saturday are our busiest day.
Wow, that's amazing, and congratulations. I mean, that's incredible. I'm so glad that things worked out the way that they did for you.
Thank you. I live here with my wife Elizabeth, our daughter Sofina, and also my boys Alessandro and Eric.
Wonderful. So tell me about the name Basil and Barley. Did you always want to do that? Tell me about it.
So I did not. We did like a lot of researching and marketing and branding to find like the right name. We came up basically after almost 2 months of like exploration, of like studying with Basil because of the roots to my hometown, Genova. We're basically famous for basil. We have like basil everywhere. We invented pesto sauce. That's just basil. So that is why, I was thinking, let's put some basil in my restaurant, in the branding. Also, basil goes on top of almost every pizza that I have. Barley, That's when I learned barley, sort of the second meaning of barley here in America. It means also beer. So when you say barley, people, they think of beer and drinking. So here we have 10 local beers on tap.
Wonderful.
I believe that the pizza goes great with beer,
Mm-hmm.
even though we have like 12 authentic Italian wines on our menu.
Oh, you do? Okay, wonderful. So I have not, you guys, just so everybody knows who's watching, I have not been to Basil and Barley, but I've been following them on Instagram for a while and I still haven't been yet. So I will be there very, very soon, especially hearing about the Italian wine. I'm a nut for wine. And I like I said, I've been just craving, every time I see your pictures of the pizza, it makes me starving. So tell me a little bit more about the pizza. What makes it special and what?
It's makes it different. I always say I don't want that customer they tell me my pizza is the best. I want that the same pizza is completely different from everywhere else. My pizza comes straight from Naples, where let me say again, where pizza was invented. Was like late 18th century when Queen Margherita of Savoia went to Naples. She wanted like a typical dish from the pizza chef in there. So they bake two different type of pizza. One was with pork lard on top. The other one had tomato, mozzarella, and basil. She immediately chose that pizza to eat it, and she named it after her, Margherita,
Mm-hmm.
to represent the Italian flag colors.
Oh,
so
right, because of the red, the white, and the green.
Margherita, thanks to the Queen, like 150 years ago.
I had no idea.
Crazy. Oh.
So would you say that your pizza is very similar to the original style?
Definitely, my pizza is the one that you can taste in Naples. We are one of the only 90 certified pizzeria in the whole United States. Imagine, just 90.
So there's 90 total certified.
Really, just 90. There is only 800 in the whole world, authentic certified. We are one of them. So I got basically most of my ingredients straight from Italy. All our charcuterie, prosciutto, most of the cheeses, they come straight from Italy or from Italian companies that they make like the same product in America. For example, the cheese, that is actually a company from Sicily in Italy that has also a base in Wisconsin. And I can tell you the cheese is absolutely exactly the same as tasting in Naples.
Oh my gosh.
My oven is completely handmade, brick by brick. Every single brick is handmade, is molded by hand in Naples and shipped over here. Weight 6,500 pounds. Just as a whole piece. It came straight from Naples, directly here on our parking lot, and then inside. We cook pizza at approximately 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 to 60 seconds each. That's why the pizza, they're completely different. They are incredibly soft. Unfortunately, like haters, they call them soggy. I always explain, it's just a different way, just a different type of cooking. You don't come here, don't expect, honestly, to eat the pizza like a slice by slice in your hands. It's gonna fail. You're gonna eat it like we eat in Italy. Fork and knife, piece by piece, bite by bite, like a steak.
I cannot wait. That sounds so good. So do you, in order to get the certification that you're one of the 90 in the US that is certified, how did that work? Does that have to do with the oven or?
Certification basically take into consideration everything. So ingredients, the ability of the pizza chef, and the oven. So all these three factors together, they can give you the same results that you can get in Naples, in Italy. If you miss one of this one, doesn't work. For example, I did like let me think, before the virus was, I think in February, I did a pizza class. Sometimes, I love like teaching people.
Yeah.
And then with my ingredients, my expertise, I put the same dough in a regular electric oven for 12 minutes instead of 45 seconds. It's completely different.
I bet.
Or I mean, if you use like a cheap tomato, if you use a cheap cheese, or you're not able like to slap the dough, to toss the dough right, it's not gonna come out right.
That's incredible. And it makes so much sense because even, when you take and bake a pizza, it never tastes as good as somewhere else or, where they have a good oven. But that's incredible. I can't believe, like, how much did it cost to ship that oven over here?
That's a lot.
I can't even, because they do that stuff by weight, right?
Yes, it's a 6,500 pounds. So like a massive SUV, but concentrated in like 5 feet by 5 feet. So imagine like the weight, like the management that we had to do to bring the oven inside as well, to put the oven into position.
So much. So are you the chef then, or are you teaching folks how to be?
The head chef here, of course. I'm not like that young, so I try to not work 7 days a week, 18 hours per day. So I have actually another chef that I train myself. It took actually 4 months to train him to be very good, honestly. Not good as me, after 39 years, you need practice, but he's incredibly good. Usually I'm here like in the evenings and weekends, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm always here. When he's not here, sometimes, I try to do like a good schedule for all my staff, to not get like them overwhelmed with work.
Burnout, yeah.
Like, I take like the dealership. A lot of times my employees, they are a little bit shocked seeing like the owner washing dishes. But I actually do. I mop the floor, so I don't care to get my hands dirty.
That's very special. So tell me about, how business has changed in the last couple months, and then what you're most excited about for the future here.
So in the last couple of months, of course, business has changed a lot for like, like the serving point of view. Our pizza, like the kitchen job has been still quite the same. Of course, like slower, not like as busy as. But mostly, I really do care about the quality of my pizza. Neapolitan pizza, honestly, is not meant to take out. It's not meant to bring home.
Right.
You're gonna lose really a lot of this great quality of the great characteristic after 15 minutes inside the carton.
Right.
So it changed. That aspect for sure. We still had honestly a great response from our customer with to-goes, deliveries, curbside, but everyone here couldn't wait that we open back.
And that is happening on May 29th, which is tomorrow. Yeah. That's when we're filming this, but we'll show it in a week or two. So you'll be definitely open by then, and that's so exciting, and we can't wait to come and support you guys and to see what one of the 90 in the whole United States certified pizza is all about. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
And then you guys are in like the Briargate area, yes?
Yes. We are on Briargate Parkway, next to focus on the family, next to Chewy's, just a quarter mile past the promenade shops at Briargate. We have a website, basilandbarley.com. You can see like opening hours, the menu. You can place to-go's order in there, reservations.
Wonderful. And you said that now you'll have a full bar and you have how many, 11, you said, authentic Italian wines?
We have 12 authentic Italian wines that they come straight from Italy, from Chianti Classico, Riserva, Montepulciano, Pinot Grigio, Verdicchio, Vermentino. We have a nice selections of wines. We have 10 beers on tap. We have Neapolitan Pizza. That is basically our main thing, you know. We do have also starters, like a typical Italian starters, salads, fresh salad, a little bit of pasta as well, stone-baked pasta, like lasagna.
Oh, wow. Okay. And you said charcuterie, where you had me there when you said that you get it from Italy, or, you know, the Italy equivalent here. So sold.
Our charcuterie and cheese board actually is one of our bestseller appetizers.
You got me there. Well, I will see you very, very soon. I'm so grateful that you joined us today. Is there anything else you want us to know before we have to say goodbye and think about pizza all night long?
I don't know. I think that we talk about everything.
Absolutely. Well, Roberto, thank you so much. To all the viewers out there, basilandbarley.com. It's right by the shops, the Promenade shops in Briargate. You know, check it out. It sounds incredible. I can't wait to check it out as well. And we can't wait to share your news and your story with everyone here.
Thank you. Thanks, Anna.
Thank you so much. And everyone have a great evening, and cheers.
Cheers.